Hey ladies, it is scrapbook layout 3 for Blossom or Bloom. Blossom. Well, okay. I'm a little rummy. What can I say? But this was the Bring Back My Back Blossom paper pack. And this one is definitely different than anything we have ever done. I don't think I've ever done something so angled, I should say, in my years of scrapbooking. And you ladies that have been with me for a long time, you can tell me if that's different. But I absolutely, and you're like, wait, there's no cutting diagram for this one. You'll see when you get to see the pages that this is going to be one of those you have to play and you have to create, and I would love, absolutely love to see what you do when you create this layout for layout 3. I am using the Stitched Hexagon thin cuts. Now, this is something I do a lot of when I've cut a bunch out and then I end up don't using the thin cuts. I put them back in with the thin cuts so that if I'm in a hurry or I need something really fast, I can just grab one. But these are the thin cuts and they're stackable. They come, so you have the big one, the medium one, the next size, and then the itty bitty. And I believe I played with the larger 3. I did not play with the little 2. Maybe I played. I know I didn't play with the little one. How about that? We'll go with that. So, and when I started this scrapbook class out for you, I showed you how to take shimmer brush and make a background paper with it. And I just wanted to re-show you. This is the shimmer. I did this with the Lagoon and Peach because I thought it was the closest to this paper. And the reason why I really wanted to showcase this for you is because I actually built the page on this this type of paper background. So I used the White Daisy cardstock as my base, and I just went to town from there. And you're like, what? What is this? I told you it's a little bit out of our comfort zone. Definitely not something that like I said, we have ever done. But I've seen this pattern out there on Pinterest. I've seen it out on other things, and it was just like, it's too fun to play, and especially when we have this thin cut that makes it so much easier. We're not having to trace and cut. We just run it through our machine. And so again, I used the paper pack, I use cardstock, and this one I used with the Distressed Oxide inks. I just used some marmalade, the Spice Marmalade, the Meadow, and the, what are they called? Let me grab them here really quick for you. Spice Marmalade, Peacock Feathers, and Mowed Lawn. So these are what I used to create this, and that will be for another class. But they're lots of fun to play with. They blend so easy. They work. So you definitely can make this layout unique to you by however much you want to do layers. Here I did a triple, here I just did a double, and these are all singles. Now this is just a 1/2 inch strip, so it could be a zip strip or it could be whatever paper you have, just to anchor it a little bit and give me a border. And so we're gonna go back to adding the photos. I did photo mount these ones with Lagoon, and we're just going to lay them down. This one I am not going to, oh, that's right. I know what I'm going to do with this one. I'm actually going to put some foam tape on this photo just because it should say just because I can, no. Just because I want it raised a little bit off of those hexagons. And this is where you wish you had had put your money on some, what are those called? They left me, I don't know. Foam tape stock, because you really go through the foam tape pretty fast. Okay, so I'm liking my photos like that. I might play with this just a smidge more to get it off that peak, but for right now, I'm not gonna anchor it. I'm gonna go ahead and do my sticker sheet. So my sticker sheet is Every Day Has Its Own Story. And it's just going down here in the corner. It doesn't have to be at the top of the page for a title. I have more stickers and more die cut flowers that I have used to get the creative fun going. And I'm just going to, this little flower is gonna go down pretty much flat, and then I'm gonna build around it. So I have, this one is, I stamped it in Lagoon. This is the natural color of Lagoon inked. So I stamped this, and I stamped it off on a piece of scratch paper. So it's called Second Generation, and it just gives you a little bit more color choices. And with all our colors, you can do that. It makes it really cool. So we're just gonna lay that right there. And then of course the center is just stamped in the regular. Let's see, oops, before I put the leaf down, let's do the sprigs. And just remember when you're taking them off your sticker sheet that you just, and you're like, why did you cut yours all up? I did that mainly so I knew I wasn't using the same sticker on more than one layout. I've been known to do that. And then I have to figure out, okay, I was gonna do that and I already used it. So it just makes it a little bit easier for me to do this way. And I'm just going to bring that out a little bit like that. Then I'm gonna add this other flower in, and let's, do I want, nope, I want this. I want the little starburst. To me, it looks like a starburst. Just to carry with that theme a little bit. And see, when you don't put so much tape, you can tuck things under. And then we're going to put this little laugh out loud. And we're going to put a little bud going, ooh, don't stick yet. Bud going out that way. And I think, yep, I'm going to tuck a couple more leaves here. Just like that. And I thought I had, but I don't see it, so I must not, but I'll come back to it. Okay, so I'm liking this. except that you're like, okay, Wanda, I know you, and you're like, where is the bling on this one? This one definitely calls for a little bit of bling. So because my shapes are a little bit larger, I can do a little bit more with my grouping. So I'm just adding some fun just around, just to give it a little pop here and there. I think I want to tuck this one up under. Come on, raise up, tuck it under there. There you go. So it's just a little bit peeking out. So I'm liking that. But I'm thinking, whoa, wait a minute, that's not very, that title isn't really popping very much. So we're going to add, whoops, we're just going to point the arrow down here, just so your eye will focal into that. I think I am, oh, can't be that, okay. I think I'm going to keep that this way for right now, and then I might pop back in. And just because you have all these hexagons on here doesn't mean you have to put a lot of, you don't have to add a photo to each one. They are your design element in this layout. And so it's just giving you some character, okay? So let's build this second page. And again, it's the same thing. It's just that 1/2 inch at the top. And I've just built some, and I kept this bottom piece away. This one I've just cut up a little bit. I went ahead and have mounted my photos, and you can see this one I just only did an offset of it, and I'm just going to add some adhesive to this, and this is just going to come down just like that. The next one is I played with this a little bit, and I keep not sure which way I'm going to go, but I think I'm liking that. Natalie wanted to learn how to snowboard, so we took her to a tubing area, and she had a ball. She's a natural. She had fun. So as you can see, I used this one as my top of my layout. And then I'm kind of looking to see if I'm going to add, and I know these are that zip strip that I showed you earlier that can be, come on, lift up here. Can be cut to make your just adding a little bit more fun to your layout. Just like that. Voila! Sometimes it happens to all of us where we just have to lift it back up. And I just thought these two Smile Big and Good Times Together was just really appropriate. She didn't care how many times she fell down. She wanted to get back up and have a good time. So I have this sticker flower, and again, I'm going to use my Pillow Puff. I know that's not the right word, but that's what I call it. And take the stickiness off the back of this sticker so that, whoo, see, you can see, can you see that powder on there on my table? I'm just gonna wipe it up with my sticker. Oops, make a mess more than anything. But that takes that so that you can add foam tape and stuff to it to make it stand up. So I'm gonna actually do my little bit wider foam tape. I'm not wider, thicker foam tape, so that it will lay up on my image here a little bit better for what I want to do. Okay. And then we're just going to play a little bit with the little pieces that I have left. So I think I am ready. I'm going to go ahead and anchor this. And you never know, by the time I take these still shots with you ladies, I could have added something or done something more. And I'm just going, I was going to put that over that flower, but I'm not going to. I am going to see if I have any more leaves. I'll look in my little, this is what's nice when you just die cut a bunch out. You're ready to go. All you have to do is stamp them. Oops, wrong thing. Do I have any more of the little V ones? Yep, there's a V. And so let me grab my green apple ink, because that works best with this. And I always stamp on this little foam pad. You want to get a good impression when you're stamping. And so I am going to grab both the leaves off my carrier sheet of my stamps. And ink this up. And then just press down like that. And I thought I had 2 of those. I'll have to look. And I'm just going to put it on the back side. And I do that rubbing on my skin mainly just to make sure that there's no residual oil on the stamp. I'm going to dig in my jar one more time to make sure. I thought I had more than, yep, I do. More than 1 leaf. All right, so as easy as that. I know you probably didn't see that very well on there, but this is what it ended up looking like. Okay, so I'm thinking that I want to tuck this here. So that's going to give me a little bit more pattern. To this, okay, and then I'm going to just overlay And I am just going to tuck some leaves in. Nothing too fancy, you know, it's a scrapbook page. You never know what width or dimension you have going. So you want to be really careful about it as far as, you know, getting too heavy and too much weight to your page and scrapbooks. Okay, I'm liking that. That turned out really cool. I'm just double checking here. And I am going to add some sparkle. Oh, right in front of me. Just a couple places. Definitely going to put sparkle to grab your attention there. And maybe one right there just tucked in. Nothing too showy, just a little bit, just to add. Lift that up just a little bit so it can tuck under. All right, there you go, ladies. How cool is that, right? I hope you think it's cool. I thought it was fun. It just gives a nice grouping, and like I said, this is totally different than anything we've ever done, so I hope you enjoy it. I look forward to creating with you next month, if not sooner. I have some things up my sleeve that I can't wait to showcase with you guys. But anyway, have a wonderful evening or afternoon whenever you're watching this video. I look forward to getting to play with you hopefully in the near future, and we can have some more fun. Have a great day.